Hi, my name is Itziar, Itziar. I'm from Spain and from Basque Country, and I am a network marketer for the last 4 years, more or less. And my brother and me, we did a research about the coffee MLM industry, because the coffee is the second product more consumed in the world, and it's a very, very important industry. And also some friends talked to us about these companies to do the MLM, and before deciding which one to choose, we thought it was convenient to make a research of each one of them. So here is the research. This was done like 2 months ago, and we did our decision. It helped us to make a decision. I hope also it helps you to make the right decision. So, we start. Discover the truth about the coffee MLM industry. We're going to study about Organo Gold, DXN, Total Life Change, GANO Life, and GANO Excel. Those 5 companies are the most important companies in coffee MLM industry. Which one is the most reliable? Let's have a look to statistics about companies. And what experts and Robert Kiyosaki says, that 90 out of 100 companies shut down before 5 years. These numbers are scary. Only 1 out of every 10 companies of MLM survives up to 10 years. The summary is that 99 companies out of 100 shut down in 10 years. Only 1 company out of 100 becomes stable. After 10 years, the company is considered stable. This information is really, really important, and I'm going to tell you why. Network marketers, our ambition is to build a team, to work very hard for 5 years, and after that to get the residual incomes and to have time and money to be able to have a quality of life. Imagine that you work for a company for 5-6 years, and 2 years later they shut down. Do you realize the consequences? All your work of 6-7 years becomes in zero. No income, zero. And you need to start again in a new company. That is very, very hard and very unfair. So, to choose the right company is extremely important. To look for a company that is stable, a company that is safe, and you know that your work is going to keep in time. So remember, 99 companies out of 100 shut down. You need to choose this one company that is going to keep going after years and years and years to be able to get the residual income for the rest of your life and have your quality of life with time and money. So let's go to the rest of the research, because the goal is to find out which one is this company. What we're going to study is the stability of the company, the trust ranking, the value paid for the Ganoderma, because the coffee MLM industry, this coffee have also Ganoderma is what makes the coffee spectacular, and also if it's really 100% organic. Introduction of the companies. So GANO Life has only 1 year, was born in 2012. Total Life Change 2 years in 2010. Organo Gold 5 years. First step went over. That's really good. And he was born in 2008. GANO Excel was born in 1995. 18 years operating. That's really good. And also DXN in 1993. 20 years operating. Awesome. The first 2, GANO Life and Total Life Change, We know that the product is really good, but they have a high risk because they didn't even get to the first step, that is 5 years, survive 5 years. We also think that the infrastructure is very important, and also to know if the company is a producer or is only a reseller, because if it's a producer, they normally have properties and land cultivation, and they have this much stronger and more stable than a reseller. So we had a look to know which one of them were producers, were not producers. So GANO Life is not producer, Total Life Change is not producer, both of them are resellers. Organo Gold, they were resellers, now they must have a very good association with a producer. We don't know which kind of association they have, but they say that it's really strong. So it's in the middle between producer and reseller. And after we have GANO Excel, they are producers, and DXN, they are also producers. We also think that the research and development department is very important because it helps to improve the products and also to get new products, not always the same. So, keep going, evolutioning and giving more and more products and better products. So we have no evidence that GANO Life has research and development departments. Total Life Change, no evidence. Organo Gold, we have no evidence. And after GANO Excel, that they have the research department and also the XN. After other aspect, very important to take into account is to be a member in DSA. GANO Life is not a member yet, it's Total Life Change, same as GANO Life, no member. Organo Gold is pending. They already asked for be a member in DSA, and this application is pending still. I'm sure they will get it because it's a very strong company also. And also GANO Excel and DXN, that they are members of DSA in India and Malaysia. The reason why they are in India and Malaysia is because those companies are from Malaysia. Control of production. Why is it important to have the control of production? Because decreases the risk of depending on the producer. So when you have a contract with a producer, you can see yourself in a situation not really good. It's a risky situation. For example, what if the producer shut down? You have no product. What if once the agreement is finished, they don't arrange a new one with the producer? They need to look for another producer. What if the producer doesn't want to provide because he found a new customer who pays more, probably competence? That happens a lot in the market. And if the producer decides to sell itself after realizing how much money is generating the MLM business, the producer could get hired a board of MLM experts and do by itself. So if you are a seller, you are always in the risk of happening one of those things. We consider that when a company has the control of their production, has the control of the activities, stability and safety, a producer owns installation, properties, cultivation land, laboratories, that makes the company stronger. That's very important. Why? Because if the company is stronger, it's easier to go through difficult moments, crises, and this kind of time that all the companies need to go through. The economy is always cycles up and down. And if the company is really strong, when they are down, they go over and go again up. So, but if the company is not strong, maybe when they go down, they need to shut down. And also imagine that a company has so much invested in properties and laboratories and research and all these kind of aspects that they need, and they have a bad moment, a dark time, and they have more reasons to keep going and to fight harder, because they have too much to lose. In contrast, when a company is a reseller, they invested much less money. So if the company is not going well, the numbers are going negative, it's easier for them to shut down and start a new one. So when a company has the properties and have this kind of cultivation lands and laboratories, and they have invested a lot of money, for sure they will work harder to keep the company going. And that's what we want. We want to work with a company that they don't want to shut down, and they want to fight hard, very hard, to keep going the company, because our incomes depends on this company. And also the companies are very strong and they have big investments. They also invest in other areas that helps to keep the economic shape of the company really good, and make more investigation and make more products and be more stable, to be stronger. When a company has the control of the production, it's more stable and it makes easier to keep in time. That is our goal, than if a company is outsourced. So after this first step, we decided that GANO Life and Total Life Chains, they are very young and they have a high risk to shut down. So we don't consider them anymore, because we want to work with a company with the most reliable. Remember that this research is to know which one is the most reliable, and obviously GANO Life and Total Life Chains are not the most reliable. So the strongest one are Organo Gold, are GANO Excel and DXN. So we are going to focus the rest of the research in those three companies. We're going to begin for Organo Gold because it's the youngest one, and let's have a look to their installations. How are their installations? We went to the official website of Organo Gold. Here you have the link, and in this link you can find this page where you can see the two addresses. So we went to Google Maps to have a look how is the installation of Organo Gold in those addresses. Let's go to Google Maps. When we took the first one in Canada, here you can see, and here is the company in Canada building. The room number 150 are the offices of Organo Gold in Canada, the main company, because Organo Gold was born in Canada. After that was a really huge surprise, because Organo Gold is such a big company, and we went to have a look to the address that in the official website they show, and we see that here in Google Maps there is no building, there is nothing. After we have been looking some different videos about Organo Gold where they show a huge building, but we couldn't find the address of this building. This information is in the contact page of Organo Gold, and what we don't understand why is they have this address. They should write the address of the huge building that they're showing in the video. Let's keep going. After we went to Chile, to be able to buy the product of Organo Gold or any of them in Chile, Chile asks for the analytics of the product to be able to sell the product there. So here you have the link. You can see here, this is the link where you can find this information. I think it's in page number 8. And here in this information we can see who is the producer. Here it says that the producer is North Marketing SDN BHD, and also the distribution is done by Organo Gold with this address in Las Vegas. Great, because we didn't find the other building, so let's see how is this building. Maybe here is the big building. And after they also have another unit, room or office, like you can see one in Philippines. So let's go to Google Maps to see how they are, those buildings. And surprise, second surprise, this address of Las Vegas is just a particular house. It's like the distribution they do from here. You don't understand? and this is what official document of Chile says. That's not good for Organo Gold. And after we went to the other one, this is, you can see in Philippines, is the office. They have an office number room 101 and 102. They look like to have 2 rooms, 2 offices. That is good, very good. And also we went to see the North Marketing SDN, are the producer of Organo Gold, and that's what we found. Where are the cultivation lands? We don't know. So for any reason, there is no transparency about this basic information. After we went to see GANO Excel, we went to the official website of GANO Excel and we found this address. Okay, let's go to Google Maps. And here it is. Yes, that is a really big installation in Malaysia. All this is of GANO Excel. We know they are producer. We know that GANO Excel is a huge company, 18 years of operating, and they have their own cultivation land, properties. Perfect. That's really good. We're happy to see that. And let's go to DXN. We went to see DXN in the official page. We can see that picture and this address. Okay, let's go to see Google Map. Here it is. Yes. Here is the cultivation land, and also the environment is green. It's perfect for producing Ganoderma. And they are big installation. That's perfect. That's very trustful, very reliable. No doubt about that. Also, in Chile documents, health registration documents in Chile, we have some information, and they say DXN holding. And holding, it means that they are more than one company. We had a look to the holding, and this company, they also invested in other industries. And here it is. You can see the new address. We don't know if it's only an office or is all the area. We can't know this information. And here is the holding. You can see here DXN International, DXN International. There are many red points. Red points are different possessions or different properties that the DXN has in this holding. That is the holding of DXN. Here you have the URL to find this information. And also we found in this Chile registration this another one, DXN Industries SDN, but we see that the address is exactly the same than the one of the cultivation land, so we don't show it because it's the same than before. Summary. The summary is that Organo Gold is not transparent, because when we see the address they show in the official documents is different than what they show in the videos. So what is happening here? GANO Excel is really reliable about installations. DXN is the most reliable about installations. Next step, we're going to talk about trust ranking website.